Now that we understand that this is basically a normal engine that they're taking the metal head off of and replaced with an acrylic head.
It's like, this is the most acoustically pleasing thing I've seen in a while.
I just triggered it.
I want to understand exactly what's happening. We have the piston on the left moving up and down inside the cylinder and two valves on the right. Let's take a look at how a 4-stroke engine works and count off each of the 4 strokes along with me. The first thing that happens is one of the valves on the right opens, allowing a fuel-air mixture to be drawn into the cylinder. This stroke is called the intake. When the piston gets near the bottom of the cylinder, the intake valve closes and then the piston starts to compress the gas. This is called the compression stroke. The third stroke is the pretty one. This is called the power stroke. The explosion happens and increases the pressure inside the cylinder, which applies force to the face of the piston, pushing it down. When all those gases have burned after that third stroke, the exhaust valve then opens, and the fourth stroke, called the exhaust stroke, clears the cylinder of all those exhaust gases. The intake valve then opens back up and the process starts over and over again. Timing is everything in an engine to make sure it works properly. For example, you want to make sure the spark happens just before the piston is at top dead center because you want the pressure to be building up at the same time as that piston is ready to start moving back down. When you hear a person talk about the advancing or retarding of the timing of an engine, that spark timing is what they're talking about. If you look really closely, you can see that the spark happens just before the piston reaches the top of the stroke.
Man, that's good right there.
Okay, now that you know how an engine works, watch each of the 4 strokes and see if you can identify each one. Intake, compression, power, exhaust. Intake, compression, power, exhaust. Now think about the engine in your car. All the explosions are synchronized together to make that one constant engine roaring sound.